So for the shorts, all of the points at the top and all of the points at the bottom are just going to be clicks. The only clicking and dragging is going to be done at these two hip level points. Okay? Those two are the only ones that are going to describe any curve whatsoever. Everything else can just be a click. So again, I like to start at a corner. I think it's the easiest place to start. And I need to make sure that my toolbox says that I'm drawing with just a black line with no fill. Oops. So I'm going to click away. I'm going to hit the None button so that I'm set up to draw with just a black line again. I'm going to start up here in the top left-hand corner of the short, but you could really start at any corner. So if I click here, and then I go to click on the opposite side, I'm going to hit Shift to make sure that my top of my waistband is going to be perfectly horizontal. Okay, so I've got my perfectly horizontal line. Now, is the side of the waistband perfectly vertical? Yeah, it was intended to be. So I'm going to hit Shift, and I'm going to click to get a vertical side edge. Now down here, this is kind of like the heart, where it's symmetrical. It's a mirror image of itself. So whatever you do on the right-hand side, try to remember so that you do the same exact thing on the left-hand side, just mirror image. So I'm going to click and I'm going to drag downwards along the leg of the short. If I know that the future line that I'm going to be doing next, if I know that I'd like that to appear straight, I'm going to drag along that straight line so that the curve won't be curvy. It'll appear straight. So I'm dragging along the thigh of the short until the hip curve looks good. Okay, I'm going to remember how long I dragged it, how far I dragged it. So not quite halfway down the next line segment. After that, it's just going to be a series of clicks, right? Nothing's really horizontal, nothing's really vertical. They're just sort of random angles. So it's just going to be a click. Wow. Click, click, click. And if you're off a little bit, the corners are really easy to edit. You just select the corner and move it back into place. Now over here, this is where my second curve is going to be. So I have to remember what direction I dragged last time and kind of do the opposite. So before I dragged down into the right, now I'm going to drag upwards so that my past Bezier handle is hanging downwards along the leg for about the same length that it did before. That'll help me make sure that my future curve will be similar to the one that I did on the right-hand side. Okay, then it's just going to be a click here, and I want to close off my short, so I want to make sure that I get a little bit of a circle, that little circle next to my pen tool before I click to close the short. Okay, once it's closed, I'm going to fill it. Then I'm going to click away so it's deselected and move over to my tank top here.